So children, today we will discuss about one case of projectile motion. Okay. So what is a projectile? And one case of projectile motion already we have discussed. Projectile projected parallel to the horizontal case, that already we have discussed, and numericals also we have done. Now we have to discuss about a projectile projected at an angle theta with the horizontal. Okay. So, projectile means we know that no, any body which is once it is thrown into the space with some initial velocity, afterwards that body will be moving only under the gravitational force, no other force, nothing. That such objects are known as projectile. So now here we are going to get the expression for the maximum height reached, the horizontal distance travel, and what about the trajectory of the projectile, all that we have to discuss. Okay. So consider the case, children. Projectile, it is fired at an angle theta with the horizontal. Okay, see the diagram. So we are considering a body, and that body is projected with an initial velocity u. U is the initial velocity, and that initial velocity is making an angle theta with the horizontal. So vector resolution of vectors we have studied. So velocity vector, this initial velocity we have resolved into two components, u cos theta along horizontal and u sin theta along vertical. How this we have discussed already. If it is with what direction it is making an angle theta, the vector making an angle theta, that component is cos component, other component is sin component. So u cos theta and u sin theta. So the body is moving, projectile is moving. So at any time small t, let the particle is reaching the point P. So at the point P, what is the horizontal distance traveled? See, the horizontal distance traveled is x, and what is the vertical distance traveled? Vertical distance traveled is y. So at the point P, let the velocity, it has Vx is the x component of velocity and Vy is the y component of velocity. Now children, here one thing clearly you should understand, that the horizontal component u cos theta and the vertical component u sin theta. So we have already discussed that the body is moving only under the gravitational force, and the gravitational force is along vertical direction. So on this object there is no acceleration along the horizontal direction. Okay. So there is no acceleration along the horizontal direction means the whatever may be the initial horizontal velocity, that will remain the same throughout the motion. The only horizontal component I am saying. See children, at each and every point the body, it is having its own horizontal component of velocity and vertical component of velocity. Out of that, this horizontal component of velocity u cos theta, at this point also horizontal component u cos theta, here also u cos theta, here also u cos theta. Each and every point the horizontal component of velocity will remain the same, because there is no acceleration along horizontal direction. The only acceleration acting on the body, that is along the vertical direction. So that due to initially during the first half the body is moving against gravity. So the vertical component, initial vertical component is u sin theta. So that initial vertical component, as the body is moving, the vertical component of velocity decreases, and at the highest point A, the vertical component of velocity will be reduced to 0. The total velocity is not 0 children, because the horizontal component is there already. Suppose the net velocity is 0, the body will be coming directly downwards. It's not like that. Because of that u cos theta component, the body will start to move again. Then again the body is moving downwards. Then it is acting under the gravity. So now the vertical component will be there. So it is moving under gravity. So the vertical component will slowly increase. And finally, at this point, when the projectile touches the ground, say it is touching with a velocity v, there also if you resolve into two component, u cos theta component and u sin theta component vertically downwards. This is about this thing you have to understand very clearly, that what is happening to u cos theta component and what is happening to u sin theta component. So suppose the question is asked at the highest point, what is the velocity of the body of the projectile? So most of you used to answer that it is 0. No, it is not 0. In this case, if a body is moved straight upwards, direct, then at the highest point the vertical velocity is becoming 0. This is the projectile motion. So in this case we are projecting at an angle theta with the horizontal. So at the highest point the component of velocity, the horizontal component along the horizontal direction, u cos theta component is acting on the body. Of course vertical component is 0, but horizontal component u cos theta is there. These things clearly you should understand. Then no problem. Okay. Now first let us derive the equation for trajectory, the path we have to derive. So we have to consider the horizontal motion separately, vertical motion separately. So considering the motion along the horizontal. So along the horizontal there is no acceleration. So simply you can write, we know that no, s is equal to ut plus half a t square. So along the horizontal motion, x is equal to uxt plus half ax t square. So ax 0 hai. So that is why directly I have written x is equal to ux into t. X is equal to ux into t. Ax 0 hai. So instead of ux I have written u cos theta. So x is equal to u cos theta into t, or t is equal to x by u cos theta. Okay. Now along the vertical direction, y is equal to uyt plus half ayt square. Y is equal to, I have substituted for uy as u sin theta, and for t I have substituted as x by u cos theta, then plus half ay, acceleration along vertical. Initially it is moving against the gravity, so minus g, then for t, x by u cos theta whole square, then getting cancelled. So x is there, x sin theta by cos theta, tan theta. So x tan theta minus g by 2 u square cos square theta into x square. This I have written in the bracket because the constant terms, all these, the quantities along the within the bracket is constant. No, that's why together I have written. So this y is equal to tan theta, that is also a constant. So I have formed a general equation. I have generalized this equation. Y is equal to px minus qx square, where this p and q are the constants. Okay, tan theta, and this constant I have written as q. So p and q are constants. So finally see what equation we got. Y is equal to px minus qx square. So you know that y, from this equation you can know that y is a quadratic function of x. From this equation, this general expression you have studied in maths. So this is the equation of a parabola. Hence the trajectory of the projectile or the path of the projectile is a parabola. The projectile will move along a full parabolic path. So first step, we have derived the expression for the trajectory. Now considering we have to derive the expression for the time of flight. Time of flight means the total time taken by the projectile for the entire journey. Entire journey means from the starting point, moving upwards, reaching the highest point, again coming back to the ground. This total time. Okay. So at this point means after completing, say capital T is the total time taken. So at this point, after traveling the distance, for the projectile, there is no vertical component of displacement. Initially, the body on the ground, again on the ground itself. Of course, horizontal distance the body has traveled, but vertically there is no displacement for the body. So along the vertical direction, I have written the expression for the distance travel. Y is equal to uy t minus half g t square. Mean this from this equation. Y is equal to uy t plus half ay t square. Y uy, here small t total time taken is capital T, no? So capital T, then ay is minus g, so minus half g t square. Now substitute for uy. So since there is no vertical displacement, y is equal to 0. Uy is u sin theta into t minus half g t square. And 0, this term I have taken to the left side. Then you solve, one t is getting cancelled. So capital T is equal to 2u sin theta divided by g. Okay, here 1t, this t, 1t is getting cancelled, then cross multiply. So 2u sin theta equal to gt, or t is equal to 2u sin theta divided by g. So we got the expression for the time of flight, children. Now coming to the maximum height reached by the projectile. This is the maximum height. So you consider at the highest point, let Vy is the vertical component of velocity and Uy the horizontal component of velocity. Then that formula Vy, V square is equal to U square plus 2As. Okay. So after traveling this distance, here the final along the vertical direction, Vy represents the final velocity here, Uy represents the initial velocity along the vertical direction, Ay the acceleration along vertical, S is the distance traveled in that time. So here at this point, at the maximum height, there is no vertical component of velocity that will be reduced to 0. We already discussed that. From initial vertical velocity u sin theta, vertical component will decrease. At the highest point, it is becoming 0. So that is why I have substituted 0 for Vy. And Uy is the initial vertical velocity. So that is u sin theta. So u square sin square theta equal to 2Ay, acceleration, that is minus g into h, maximum height. And that minus sign getting cancelled, or h is equal to u square sin square theta divided by 2g. This is the expression for the maximum height attained by the projectile. Now coming to the horizontal range. Horizontal range means the horizontal distance travelled within the time t. How much distance the body will travel along the horizontal direction, along the x-axis. So we know that there is no acceleration. So simply you can write distance is equal to velocity into time. X is equal to ux into t. So that distance is r, and x component initial velocity is u cos theta into t. So u cos theta into t, time of flight, already we have derived, 2u sin theta by g. So finally what we are getting? U square, u into u square, then 2 sin theta cos theta divided by g. And all of you know that you have studied 2 sin theta cos theta, that is sin 2 theta. Trigonometric formula all of you know. Sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. So we have substituted for 2 sin theta cos theta as sin 2 theta. So r is equal to u square sin 2 theta divided by g. So we got the expression for the horizontal range also, trajectory, time of flight, maximum height, and the horizontal range. Okay children, hope it is clear.